to answer, to be honest, Russ. And I also tend to
That's
get
fair.
myself into situations where I'm being held at the things I say. Oh, wait, have we started? Oh, it's just about
Game two?
but the game started.
Oh,
Game two. We were just about to get the biggest piece of alpha in the life of the game, chat. No, I didn't expect to have any real answer there, but if there was just a little nugget of
I've always
on
got
the horizon
for sure. So ask me again in the next break.
Ooh, here we go. Game two, ThalosShiz versus Loki. We saw the Sea Titan pull out the double barrel shots to finish off Loki in game one. Saw an opportunity and grasped it. We'll see if Loki can come back or if ThalosShiz can end the best of three here to become block champion. Right? This is the block championship as well.
Yes, this is a block championship.
Distortion kick. Dealing 60. Well done. It seems like maybe this is just the optics of the situation, but it seems like both players sort of pumping the brakes here in game two. Maybe Loki is much more aware of the reach that ThalosShiz has and needs to be a bit more careful about slinging scrolls like the Dusks do.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say if I don't remember the exact totals, but ThalosShiz could easily deal 100 damage in one turn, pending having the right scrolls in hand. We know that they have that lava staff, which has energy release, which deals somewhere between 70 and 90, and then the concussion blow dealing somewhere between 50 and 65, I'd guess. So just right there, we're talking about 150 damage potential. So maybe a little line that Loki needs to keep in mind. Not needs to. I'm not trying to tell these block champions how to play the game. Just a little noteworthy, Full mana bars for both Titans. Interesting little stalemate game of chicken going on. Major restoration for the Sea Titan, one of the largest single scroll heals in the game. Actually, the largest single scroll heal in the game, other than Alchemist, which has a bit of a nuance to it. Loki playing a healing scroll as well, trying to keep that bar maxed out. A little chicken going on here from both players. Each last turn only playing a single scroll. Plan of Elements, dealing 60. ThalosShiz does have that Magicka buff right now. Will they be able to capitalize? Depending on the scrolls in hand. Loki seems to be just sort of biding their time, willing to go to the long game. We did see Loki win on final scroll in their semifinal match, so they know how to play that end game well enough that it seems like that's where their confidence level is being put here in game two. Here's the old cheeky play from ThalosShiz, using a mana gain card at max mana. But what that does is it qualifies as playing a scroll so that you do not take the overflow damage for not playing a scroll. Seems like ThalosShiz is on to the schemes of Loki here. Definitely slow playing themselves. Not overextending. I mean, they're obviously not looking for an opportunity to close this at 410 health on Loki. It's not the same game we saw in game one. What to do. Scroll counts pretty similar. 15 total scrolls for Loki, 17 total scrolls for ThalosShiz. Oh my, ThalosShiz choosing to take the health penalty twice in a row? Did that just happen twice, chat? Am I dreaming? 230 mana for both Titans, 300 and change health for both Titans. Really a calculated mid-game here. The considerations of, do I play one scroll? Do I play two scrolls? Do I play no scrolls, which we've seen quite a few turns in a row? Loki feels pretty good about playing that concussion blow, knowing the 80% return rate on that card. Leaning into probabilities. Shout outs to math class. Ads and Blakely. Oh, come on. This guy. This guy.
No, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
In the notes, it'll be like, Ross, next time, more math jokes. All right, got it. Let me just, I'll prep a little more for those. Not a lot changed this turn. Loki in the yellow health, but not seriously injured. We know from game one that Loki does have that blood magic scroll, which would subtract 100 to gain 200 at the end of turn. So I'm not sure if that's been played, but it's just definitely a chunk of health that you have to consider on either side of this matchup. Heartbreak, a little life steal. And now we're back to essentially even here. 200 and change health totals and full bars of mana. Interesting to see both players decide to play a scroll, milking their scroll buckets for all they're worth. We know for sure that the Sea Titan has more healing in their full decks. But Loki has to know that. Alchemist played. Massive heal for the Dusk Titan. Ooh, a cheeky mana gain as well. Oh, that was so dirty. Loki just spent all of their mana to gain 200 health and then played Mana Drain to gain 50 back. Mana Drain is a weird card, though, in this exact situation. You don't necessarily want a whole lot of mana because that will allow you to take some turns of not playing scrolls. Again, one of the reasons why C is so good at this this meta of final scroll meta is because they have a lot of high mana cost cards. So when they need to get rid of mana, they can play one of those, like we just saw Healing Bed go down for 95 mana, which gets you a lot of wiggle room in terms of not playing scrolls as your mana bar regains every turn. Worker man shoes. We need more math jokes indeed. All right, I'm bringing the heat. Seven scrolls versus 11 scrolls. C is relatively ahead. We do know that Lore Carver weapon also has a high return rate for I forget what the scroll's name, but the one of the Lore Carver scrolls. Heavy something or other. Ooh, there was a pass turn. Are both players going to choose to pass here? Both are at almost max mana, so no downside for passing here. Decisions. This seems sort of like a long break.
So apologize everybody, but we're actually going to turn off this match. We have just been informed and we have done our checks on our side that there was a change in agility between the matches. So by default, ThalosShiz is going to be going through to the next round. We'll stop the recording and we'll go back to our screen here. We'll be talking to the players in the background, but we are going to be stopping this match, and ThalosShiz is going to be going through as the champion by default.
Well, that is a turn of events if I've ever seen one. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate. I mean, fortunate for ThalosShiz. Congratulations on being the block champion. Yeah, the rules would state that maybe you're not allowed to adjust your stats between matches. Right? That's what I'm understanding
Yes,
correctly. Is that there was an
exactly. You're understanding perfectly there. You are not allowed to change your stats between matches, and unfortunately, it came to our attention that stats were changed. So as default, ThalosShiz is going to go through, but
there we go.